My real names are Leonardo Butindi. I'm a stand-up comedian, water resource and irrigation engineering graduate. I graduated in 2021. Um, I'm from a Jita tribe. I'm 26. I have a son. His name is Laszlo. I have two siblings, a big brother and a little sister. I was born in 1998, 25th of January. What else? What else is there to know? And okay, I was skinny. I've never been fat. I'm always skinny. I've always been skinny from my childhood, and people were laughing at me at school, home, everywhere. So it was tough. It was tough. It was painful to be the skinniest dude in the house, everywhere. So I found it. So I was trying to get a defensive mechanism of how to protect myself when people were laughing at me, right? And the easiest way I could find at the time was to be funny.
Okay.
People were laughing at me, and I was trying to find any flaw they have and make it funny and talk about them. Maybe if you have a big head, if you have big eyes, I would laugh at you.
Yeah.
And I was the class clown. I was a backbencher. You know how backbenchers are.
Yeah.
Always making fun of teachers, of their fellow students when they when they do anything stupid. So I was the class clown. But so I'm naturally funny. I have that sense of humor. But when I was after Form 6, after graduating Form 6, when I was waiting for results for going to college, I was spending time watching movies,
Okay.
a lot of movies, and I downloaded this, which I thought was a movie, but it was actually a comedy special by Eddie Murphy. It's
Okay.
called Delirious from 1983. So I was like, okay, my MBs are gone. I have to watch this. So I watched the movie, I watched the special, and after that I was like, I think I can do this, because I thought I had that sense of humor, but what remained was that touch, magic touch. And Delirious gave me that magic touch. And after that, I started writing jokes. And then I went to Punchline. And then I went to Cheka 2. And then here I am. Yeah.
That's all?
Okay, what else is there to know? Yeah, I have a son. Like I said, he's 2 years old. My education history. Okay, I graduated standard 7 at Kilakala Primary School, Form 4 at Morogoro Secondary School, Form 6 at Galnos High School in Tanga.
Okay.
And then college at Water Institute in Dar es Salaam, Ubungo.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the end of my education history.
That all?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, I'm sure there are also people who are watching here who want to know, what gender does Leonardo identify as?
Okay. All right. I respect everybody's opinion. I'm not into LGBTQIA plus thing. I personally don't support them. That's a tricky thing to talk about. Okay, I am not pro homosexuals, but I respect them.
Okay.
Yeah, and I even wish my son to not follow the gender thing. Yep. So I respect them, but I don't follow them. I don't believe that you could have more than two genders. So I'm a guy. I'm a male. I'm an alpha male. I'm straight. Yeah.
And you don't entertain any
Yes.
bisexual thing?
Yes, but I respect them. It's your views, but I don't want my son, my daughter to go through that path. Yeah.
That's good. And as you said, it's your opinion.
Yeah,
So-
it's my opinion.
So let it stay your opinion. We don't want anyone to get cancelled
Yes,
because of MYOD podcast.
just opinions. Just opinions.
Yeah, it's a very sensitive issue right now. So, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, I know Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian became famous and became a billionaire because of a sex tape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Ray J.
Yeah, and there are lots of Tanzanians actually right now who are trying so hard to release their sex tapes. The likes of, we have seen a few days ago, the likes of Aslay, we have seen the likes of Lukamba, the likes of Gigi.
Yeah.
They're all doing those sex tapes so that can probably become the next Kim Kardashian. that's how people rise to fame. But you, my friend, you picked a very different route. So how did you rise into fame that right now everybody knows you?
Well, not everybody, but maybe most of people who use, let's say, social media.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so basically, I'm a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
Yeah, I started doing comedy at Punchline in 2019.
Okay.
Then in 2021, one of my friends advised me to start doing, because I was doing English stand-up comedy, and then my friend advised me to use Swahili. And it's like, yo, you have fans, because it's a Swahili nation. As you can see, there is Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda a little bit, Congo. All these countries use Swahili very well. So there is a huge market that you're missing just because you're using English only.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me try. And then I tried. At first, it wasn't easy because your comedy is all about culture.
Yeah.
Right, it's easy for me to do. It was easy for me to do English comedy because I know a thing or two about English culture, pop culture, Americans, Al Jazeera, BBC, stuff like that. It was easy, and in English, all you have to do is like there's these rules that you have to play with when you're writing jokes. So it was easy for me to learn. But with Swahili, you don't really have to use rules. It's all about telling your stories.
Okay.
It's all about relatability. How do people relate to your jokes, to your stories? So what I had to do at the time is to grasp that change of culture.
Okay.
Yes, I'm Swahili, but the change, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
I tried for a couple of months, and then click. It was easy, and then I went to this competition. It's called Cheka 2 Comedy Search 2021, and I won the shit. Is it okay to say shit?
Yeah.
And I won it. It was in May. It was in October 1st. Yeah, I won it, and so all I could say is that the only thing I had to change at the time was to grasp that change in cultural relatability, I can say, because I had the confidence, the stage confidence. I had everything from Punchline, because I was doing for 2 years before changing it, flipping it to Swahili. So yeah, it was easy. Yeah. And then after that, I became famous because as you win a competition, which was aired at Wasafi TV, which is one of the biggest media platforms in the country, obviously you get to be known, right? My social media were flooded by people, fans, followers, and then after that, all I had to do was keeping up with the contents, So yeah, it wasn't easy though, because at first I was just a stand-up comedian, right? And now you have to keep up with the contents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met this manager called G Viper. We fell out after a couple months, but he helped me get into that mindset of shooting contents. Yeah, so I thank him for that. So these contents that you're seeing these days are like the epitome of what I've learned from him. Yeah.
You started doing comedy in English,
Yep.
and you moved to Swahili. So what are the benefits that you got when you're shooting in English and right now you're doing it in Swahili? What's the difference between the two?
Market.
Okay.
It's easy for me to get known by a lot of people if I use Swahili, but it's easier for me to get beyond borders if I use English. With Swahili, I can get known. I can get to be known by Tanzanians, Kenyans, Congolese, and anybody who uses Swahili. But with English, it's a worldwide thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the difference. That's the only difference. But as they say in Swahili, mcheza kwao hutunzwa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I build a basis of fans from my country, it's even easier for me to go outside because I'm already proven here.
Being a creator is very difficult and it's very challenging. Most people don't understand the time that we as creators put into thinking, coming up with ideas, executing, editing it later. They just come to the comments and start talking shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they don't know how much time and money we're putting into it. So you are a creator, and by the way,